Well, for this one you get a twofer. A song written by an old friend, Iolo FitzOwen, followed by the song I wrote to its tune about him. Oh, the Baron of East March's fair sorceress daughter was enamored unseemly with the fool of a lord. Though her duke was deemed handsome, he'd a soul vain and petty, and a dark mind as empty as last summer's gourd. Now the fool, he was clever, and he sang for the lady like a nightingale piping in a green forest hall. But his station was lowly, and his body was aging, and their love was as hopeless as if he was stone. So the lady has led them, the fool and her husband, to a cool secret garden by the midsummer's moon. And she's danced them a spell there of shifting and changing, and left them dumbfounded by sorcery's boon. She has left the fool crying to the gods of his fathers. She's led her duke laughing to a high chamber door, and she's kept him there softly through 2 days' bright dawnings, while the servants all gossiped in wonder and awe. Now the fool died in madness, saying he was ensorcelled, and the duke only smiled him a sad secret smile. Now the duke rules his people with wit and good humor, and he sings for his lady like the nightingale's song. And she's borne him 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters, and they've grown straight and handsome and sorcerous all. And they dance in the garden and sing in the moonlight like nightingales piping in green forest halls. So I was on my way to an event where I knew Iolo would be, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be a nice idea to take one of his songs and filk it about him? And the muse said, here, take a line. And so I thought, that's a nice line. I'll file that away for future thought. And no, the muse said, no, here's another line. And here's another line. And here's another line. And all right, just shut up, pull over, and take dictation. Because that's how we work. I performed it that night, or the next night. And he did his level best to distract me. He bugged his eyes, he waggled his ears, he stuck his fingers in his nostrils and then in his mouth. And I persevered. And after it was over, he came up to me and said, Brendan, I would sue you for libel over that song. Except I know you can prove every word is true. Down in Brynguilad town lives a jolly old fellow whose figure is really a comical sight. Oh, his forehead is bald, and his eyes will amaze you, and his gold-covered codpiece is really quite bright. Now he wears baggy pants and a ragged old tunic. His shoes give his tootsies a room with a view. And he acts very silly, and he does antler dances, and answers when summoned by the name Master Moo. Now his real name is Iolo, Don Iolo FitzOwen. His white scarf and laurel are both well deserved, For he'll build you a crossbow like those in museums, or thrash you at swashbuckling without reserve. He's a shaper of wood, and of bone, and of leather, a shaper of hearts, with a word to the wise. He has carved standing stones to remember the fallen, and he'll sing you a song to bring tears to your eyes. The great Selkie's bride, and a cruel lass named Jenny, Karelia's lover, and Merthin's gay flute, and the old standing stones, and a host of Welsh heroes spring once more to life when he picks up his lute. He's a craftsman, composer, a fool and a fighter, a good friend to many, he'll come when you call. And he'll dance in the garden and sing in the moonlight like a nightingale piping in a green forest hall.